Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're going to be watching this wonderful episode that I am dropping again. This is the episode that will help as many as possible who are still mistaking the shrines and covens they go to and calling it church. Because what I believe to be church should be according to the details and characteristics they highlighted in the book of Acts chapter 4 from verse 32 downward. So if the church you're attending is anything short of the description, then you're not in a church, you're in an occultic organization. So in order to help you with this one that I'm dropping, I am pleading that you listen without sentiment. And why should you listen to me? Number one, I am not saying things I'm saying to make money. Number two, I am not somebody who is on social media just to have followers. Who follower help in the first place? Number three, all my posts have always been about reducing the levels of injustice that we have in our society, and also to reduce the gap that they have intentionally created between the poor and the rich. Now, what is it that I want to drop now? It is an uncommon, unpopular topic, an assumption that comes with conclusions that so many people will not like. And what is that conclusion? Number one, I want you all to know that it is not everybody that will be wealthy. According to our definition of wealth anyways, it is not all of us that will buy a car. It is not everybody that will have a house to his or her name, even if such a person will live up to 100 years on planet Earth. It is not everybody that will marry. And it is not everybody that will have children. I'm not sure you understand what I'm trying to say. If you have this understanding that it is not all of us that will have these things that we pray for, or that we hope that when we go to church and pray and shout at God that He will do it, immediately you have the understanding that it's all of us that will have these things. These pastors will be out of business. And why am I saying so? Despite the fact that it is not everybody that will have these things I've mentioned that we're running after. Good jobs, houses, cars, marriage, children. Everybody is designed to have peace of mind. Unfortunately, that peace of mind can never be to anyone who is lacking contentment. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. If you are contented with the little you have, these pastors will be out of business. Number two, the contentment is one. Number two is that you must be able to remove what will people say syndrome from your life. Anybody who has been able to get to that level in life, there is no problem that he can't face. So two things: contentment. Number two, removing the syndrome of what will people say. Once you are able to remove these two things, hey, if I'm not married, what will people say? If I don't have child, what will people say? If I don't have good job, what will people say? If I don't do this, that is what is killing so many of us, and that is why we keep going from one prayer meeting to another. And I'll tell us today, it takes constant practice to come up to that level. And like I once said, I've had my own experiences, and God has helped me to grow up to that level. And that is why you will never look at our TikTok. I will never join those pastors that are singing fake visions. I was watching one yesterday. TikTok brought it. The guy was prophesying to a lady that the lady was or is in a relationship, and that the relationship, that she should stop the relationship. Do you know what the girl said? Said, but pastor, I'm married though. What is that lady looking for? And most of the problems that we're claiming we're having, they are man-made problems. So I am begging you, begin to accept this in your subconscious. Somebody who doesn't have a child will still live life the way he or she should. If she's not going to be saying, what will people say if I don't have child? In fact, that is what is killing some couples now, that they are running helter-skelter. They are happy now, but immediately they start putting the factor of what will people say, this couple, they don't have children, they begin to lose their happiness and their lovely home. So I am begging you this morning, start imbibing that habit, contentment, and removing the factor of what will people say. You're going to see that your life will be more meaningful. My name remains Rotimi Daniels. And like some of you will say, I want to trend. That's why I'm mentioning these pastors. It's a lie. I'm only begging you that you put sentiment aside and you put that mentality that they burn us into. You try and remove it. If not, there will be a bigger problem. I won't say much more than that. Ireo.